Zhao Lusi Studio issued a solemn statement. Sue the slanderer. On February 28, Zhao Lusi's studio issued a statement stating that it had filed a lawsuit against the account subject who had seriously infringed on the rights, and had taken reports and complaints and issued a lawyer's letter to request that the infringement be stopped behavior. Zhao Lusi's studio issued a statement stating that it has filed a lawsuit against the relevant accounts that posted negative and false remarks about Zhao Lusi in order to protect its own rights. The studio took methods such as reporting and complaints and sending lawyers letters to request these related accounts to stop their infringing activities in order to protect Zhao Lusi's legitimate rights and interests. When Zhao Lusi was filming The Brilliant Stars, a revelation came out. At that time, she was frightened while riding a horse and scolded her partner Wu Lei loudly. It is said that Zhao Lusi was frightened while riding a horse, so she yelled at her partner Wu Lei, but Wu Lei didn't care about it. But after that, both of them were relieved. Zhao Lusi later explained that she was busy fiddling with styling at the time, and didn't hear the director call to turn it on, so she didn't respond in time. She said that she did not expect such a situation to occur, but she also hopes that everyone can understand and forgive. With the occurrence of bad public opinion incidents on the internet, a number of netizens claiming to be insiders in the industry released news, claiming that they had bullying behavior in the workplace by big names, which aroused extensive discussion and attention among netizens. The statements made by these netizens who claim to be insiders imply that they use their own power to suppress others in order to achieve their own interests. The news caused a strong reaction from netizens, who were discussing the incident and expressing their dissatisfaction with the general manager's behavior. According to these reports, Zhao Lusi likes to threaten others with her own identity and status, and is unwilling to accept criticism from others. Her behavior has drawn public outrage, with many attributing her behavior to her workplace privilege and status. Zhao Lusi Studio issued a solemn statement. Zhao Lusi has filed a lawsuit with the relevant department due to serious defamation and malicious attacks. Zhao Lusi Studio will protect Zhao Lusi's legitimate rights and interests, and will take all necessary legal actions to safeguard Zhao Lusi's legitimate rights and interests, and safeguard the fairness and justice of the industry and society. At the same time, we also call for an orderly network environment, and implore everyone to be a civilized network, abide by public order and good customs, respect others, civilized network, harmonious and friendly. Zhao Lusi Studio issued a solemn statement that everyone must be responsible for their words and deeds and support rights protection. Some netizens broke the news that the rumors of the love affair of the top actress in 95 Hua caused heated discussions, and some netizens speculated that the 90 Hua was suspected to be Zhao Lusi. Subsequently, Zhao Lusi Studio issued a solemn statement, saying that the defamatory and insulting remarks against Ms. Zhao Lusi published on many online platforms have now led to the widespread dissemination of related allegedly infringing remarks. Now issue a solemn statement to resolutely safeguard Zhao Lusi's legitimate rights and interests. On February 28, some netizens commented, "Isn't Zhao Lusi supposed to defend her rights? Support Zhao Lusi's studio, support blackmail, don't reconcile. The internet is not a place outside the law. Everyone must be responsible for their words and deeds. It takes a certain period of time to file a black report. First, file a lawsuit against the network platform involved, get the real name information of the user, and then file a lawsuit against the individual." On February 28, many netizens commented, "Fans of Zhao Lusi Studio hope that you will not be merciful and send an apology letter every time to solve the problem. People must be responsible for their words and deeds, and they must be responsible for their own words and deeds. Only by pursuing these people to the end can they realize that the internet is not a place outside the law. I hope that everyone will not spread rumors, believe rumors, and jointly maintain the internet environment." 02. To be a black-bellied and gloomy male protagonist, Cheng Yi is very touching. Han Dong, who schemes against everyone, is a good emperor. This is the black-bellied little emperor in the novel. He is dressed in red and has a dark belly and gloomy. The brokenness of this tragic male protagonist, I have to say that Cheng Yi's performance of such a beautiful, strong and miserable male protagonist is really easy for people to control live. However, if the director hadn't insisted on it back then, where would we see the dark and arrogant Qi Yan now? When filming with Zheng, the director had his eye on Cheng Yi playing his male lead early in the morning. Although Cheng Yi was only known to the public for his role as Si Fang at the beginning, his acting skills in Liu Li, which is cold on the outside and hot on the inside, really amazed the directors. In the novel, Qi Yan is lonely and suspicious, even if he is cynical in front of outsiders. but that character that is capable of both civil and martial arts and forbearance, if it can be matched with Cheng Yi's appearance and acting skills, it will be the perfect match with the character design. But who knows that after handing in the script, because Cheng Yi forcibly dismantled the CP at that time and angered many fans, even if he encountered a rare opportunity, he was still afraid that he would affect the reputation of the show, but the director didn't care at all, and even felt that apart from Cheng Yi, no one could perform Ki Yan's essence at all. Seeing that the director was so determined, Cheng Yi no longer hesitated and joined the group directly. Fortunately, the director insisted on choosing Cheng Yi. When his little emperor appeared on the stage, his cynical, private and thoughtful appearance simply showed Ki Yan's strategizing vividly. Gowling and extremely arrogant, finally got together with the person he likes, but died young due to poisoning, such as sickly Black Lotus. Cheng Yi really acted out Ki Yan's heart-wrenching life back then. The character design, acting skills and appearance make her play the second female lead. Are you sure the director is not bullying the female lead? That perfectly shows the ambition and desire in his eyes. If she is asked to play the heroine of Shuangwen, it will be another classic bar. However, would you dare to believe that Yan Zhi's first choice was actually the director's old partner, Jing Tian? When he first cast the role with Zheng, he wanted to talk about the character design of Yan Zhi in the novel, but a person who is both good and evil, the ruthless character who kills the emperor to become the empress for his own career, the ambitious character design, if he doesn't have acting skills, it will definitely not work. So the director planned to let Jing Tian, who had worked with Dad in Glory, play the role of the second female in his heart. At least he would feel at ease, but who knew that as soon as he had this plan, Jing Tian was already cut off by Si Teng's director stupid. It was so hard to meet a person who didn't have a date yet, and the director was also worried. At this time, the producer recommended Zhuan Lu. Although this is a newcomer actor, her acting skills, which were difficult to be satisfied with Chen Qingling, were once daunting. Beat today's ancient puppet heroine. Hearing that the producer had a better candidate, the director invited Zhuan Lu without further ado. What surprised the director even more was that although Zhuan Lu had never acted in such a black-bellied set, she performed perfectly. Yanori's ambition and desire, and the scheming and ruthlessness revealed in her eyes, compared with Zhang Yuxi's silly, wide and sweet character in the same play, can be called the most touching female character. I just asked, after seeing such a professional Yan Zhi, does the director really plan to ask Zhuan Lu to shoot a crazy beauty critic? Let such good looks play the villain. Isn't the director afraid that the audience will turn against him collectively? If he is not afraid that the villain will be bad, he is afraid that the villain will be handsome enough. With his upright face back then, no one can tell that he is actually a villain. When filming with Zheng, the director couldn't find a suitable candidate for the villain King Pian, who is the big winner in the play. This character seems to be an idle prince, but in the novel, he is full of scheming all the way to the end. Last, this kind of role that does big things with a muffled voice, if the actor's acting skills are not good enough to reveal his secrets early, the show will be ruined at once. When the director was at a loss, the producer recommended Han Dong to the director. Although this actor he made his debut relatively late, but his acting skills are nothing to say at all, and all the villains can impress the audience extremely. However, his appearance is still upright, so it is perfect for him to play this kind of farsighted king. Hearing the producer's recommendation, the director found Han Dong without saying a word. As expected, the producer didn't brag. In the play, the king of Han Dong played the king of Pian, who once made the audience think that he is a proper idle prince, but his beautiful demeanor, coupled with the charming eye scene, unintentionally put his belly. His scheming is displayed to the extreme. The king, who seems to be calculated by others, but actually calculated everyone, thought he would be complained by the audience, but if it is matched with Han Dong's handsome appearance, this is not a villain at all, this is just a person for the prosperity of the country, good emperor.